Hi, my name is Dina Taylor, and this is my Module 1 case study. The organization I got is Amway. Amway is a global organization that has over 4 million active distributors in 80 countries. Those 4 million distributors are broken up into 10 different autonomous regions that have a lot of self-governance in how they run their own part of Amway. Some products that they distribute from Amway are things like nutrition, beauty, home care, and personal care. The issue that was brought to that was brought up was the performance of actual distributors. The problem is that looking at the different regions, you couldn't tell why distributors were not performing well for the corporate side of things, but they just weren't, and so they wanted sales to improve. And to do this, distributors needed to perform better. They also wanted to look at the retention of existing distributors and gaining new distributors to improve sales as well. So what they did is they looked at the data, which they realized was not consistent across the regions because each autonomous region could do their data how they wanted to do. They also realized that the autonomous regions all had their own different programs for training, and it varied between different areas. So each autonomous region in and of itself was an issue because they all had different ways of doing things. And then within that, the current training policies depended on which region you were in as to how much training you got and to which level you got at which and who trained you at which level. So the team gathered data to ensure that the implemented interventions aligned with the company goals. They established training goals to ensure they were consistent training across the regions and alignment with corporate goals, and also ensured that there would be ongoing support so that there would be continued collaboration with different levels of leadership to ensure the implementation of interventions was successful. The results were that they implemented a training program that was aligned with the corporate goals. It also continued the corporate culture, allowing the various regions to make adjustments that worked within their own autonomous regions for them. Implemented training to ensure that distributors learned key knowledge, skills, and attitudes needed to be successful, in turn improve sales overall. Regions that wanted or needed more help in developing training programs were assisted in developing the programs they needed. For example, Latin America wanted more help, and they helped them develop an extensive program there. What did I learn? Be systematic. One of the key things that was done here is they had to be systematic in the way they evaluated it because it was a global company. You had to look at so many different things. And you also have to be systematic in your interventions. How are these interventions going to help? How can we implement them? How are we going to ensure that they are going to be implemented? You have to have the backing of the company culture to ensure that these things will be implemented and continue to be successful. So, and then the interventions can be continuous. This allows for changes as needed because the human aspect of a company changes all the time. So therefore, it needs to change with the interventions need to change with what the demand is. Thank you very much.